Dr. Chris, just why is first aid so important?
First aid's massively important because all across the UK, every year we have thousands of accidents and the emergency services cannot arrive instantly. And so there are so many things that we can all do to make any accident or injury better while we're waiting for emergency services.
OK, and Dr. Xand, tell us a little bit more, please. What's going on here?
OK, so what we've arranged is a scenario where you've each got a human person in front of you. They're going to have an accident, and then you've got a tray of stuff that you could or could not use to help them.
Let's do this. Dr. Ronx, you lead the way. What's first?
Right. Scenario 1 is the bumped head. Right. Our patient has had a minor fall and there's a bump forming on their head. They're feeling a little dizzy, but they are OK. What you going to do?
OK.
Go for it.
What you going to do?
Everyone acting quickly. I love this.
Yes.
We've got the towel out. Towel on the head from Mwaksy.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I think
What's
a
Adam
little
doing?
bump.
Adam has unwrapped something. Oh, we're having a Halloween party. We're doing mummies.
Is this like icy gel?
Don't know.
Yes, it's icy gel. That's an ice pack.
That's an ice pack. Thank
I'm going to
you.
give them.
Scenario.
Okay, thanks very much.
No, I'm not.
Look at what Richie's doing.
OK. Is everyone happy? We've got a good parade of options. We've got the elephant and the bandage. We've got a towel on the head with the elephant in the lap.
Yeah.
And we've got an ice pack pressed to the forehead.
And who is correct, if anyone?
Well,
tell us how it's done.
let's go through the scenario. So, Chris, if you could get our patient sitting down, please.
Could you sit down?
Sit down, sir. Sit down.
So I'm going to reassure the patient, aren't I? None of you spoke to your patients. It's nice to speak to patients.
They're a human. Talk to them.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Late for
Love
that.
you.
Now, Chris, in your box there should be a cold compress. What
got
are
it
you going to
here.
do with it?
Cold hot therapy pack. Well, we can't just apply this directly to the skin because it might be too cold. We don't like to apply things directly to the skin, so we wrap it in a damp towel if you have it.
They can actually do it themselves, and a lot of times people can hold the thing themselves, and they'll know how tender their head is, so why not just let them press it there?
Dr. Xand, I've got to ask, did anyone manage to get a point for that?
Everyone had a good go, but Richie, you got the closest. Lovely job. I'm giving the point to Richie! I feel the power of being a judge.
Well,
I
this is the
love
thing.
it.
Because I'm so tall, I've banged my head a lot in my life. So I've done this dance before.
Right, scenario 2, you need to put all that stuff away, please, team. Our patient has burnt their arm on hot soup.
Don't do that.
The arm is red and they're in pain. What are you going to do?
I feel like I need a tap.
Hey!
We have
I
some...
haven't got a tap.
Shh, don't give her clues.
OK, so we've got spraying water.
Yeah.
We've got a bandage going on there.
I'm just
from
going to bring back the
Adam.
tea towel.
Waxy's done a lovely job. Towel on the head again. Always put
Comfort.
a towel on someone's head if you're Waxy, I guess.
I don't
And the teddy
hear
bear.
them talking to the patient.
I haven't
They're
heard
just
anyone.
doing
Hello.
stuff.
What flavour soup was it?
right.
Anything. Have a chat with them.
By the way, just a heads up, I put water on first to clean it and...
Water on and then a bit of cling film. And what is going on with Adam? The infinite water bottle over a bandage firmly applied to the patient.
Ouch! Do you know what? Well done, teams. You've kind of done it, OK. If possible, we can run some cold water over the burnt area. Well done. So we had some
We all
bottled
did that,
water. It shouldn't be hot. It shouldn't be icy cold. Room temperature is just fine.
And if I had a tap, I would run that tap for 20 minutes over a big forearm burn like that.
The next thing we want to do is find some cling film, because the cling film is great. Not only does it protect the area, it also can minimise the pain the patient is experiencing. Who used cling film?
I never learned that. That's really cool.
Well done.
I thought this was...
No, so what you used was the bandage, and the bandage can actually stick to the burn.
Yeah.
So taking that bandage off would be really quite painful.
Oh. OK, so with that in mind, anyone get the point?
Richie.
Again?
Richie!
Then the cling film. But
Well done.
You're
give
in
a
very
tenth of a
good
point to the
hands.
others for creativity and fun.
Next scenario, please.
Our patient has allergies and has accidentally eaten something they're allergic to. They can feel tingling in their mouth, their throat and lips appear swollen, and their throat is tightening and their voice is hoarse and their skin is red and is starting to feel quite itchy. Okay. What are you going to do?
OK, go team, go.
Quick!
I don't even know.
Don't worry, I've got you.
Whoa!
Wow,
I've got to say, everyone
Richie!
started quickly.
Oh, there's a pen.
Ugh.
I didn't have a pen in mine.
I am in a movie.
Richie has got Hollywood action. Okay,
There we
we've got a
go.
phone out. That's very exciting.
And-
we're rummaging. Mwaxy's rummaging. We like to see rummaging.
Go there.
I'm going to call an adult.
Oh, look at Richie. Richie has
And
decided
Richie's now
to...
on the phone. It's complicated. He's got the phone by his ear. He's
I'm
got
bringing back the tea towel.
injector in the patient's thigh.
Mwaxy's got the tea
Towel
towel.
on the head again.
OK, team of doctors, who on earth got anywhere near that?
First of all, let's call for help. It's really important that in this part you remain calm because it's a really scary scenario, isn't it, Chris? So you've called 999, put the phone on speaker so your hands are free. So you're going to listen to the instructions of the call handler. And they're telling you to look for the patient's EpiPen, also known as an adrenaline injector.
So it's right here in the patient's pocket. The patient may also have told me that. And in this case, I'm going to take off the blue cap and then you hold it away from the thigh and I can inject through clothing, can't I?
Absolutely.
OK, so if you listen, you're going to hold it away like that and jab it firmly in and you'll hear that click.
And you must hold for up to 3 to 5 seconds so the medicine goes in.
Right.
Fantastic.
Okay, how do you think we got on?
First of all, you all acted quickly. You understood even before Ronx had finished the scenario, this was an emergency, and you all picked up the phone, which is the most important thing. Only one of you got to the EpiPen. You got the patient lying down. You got out the EpiPen. You were struggling a bit because you hadn't put the phone on speaker, but in the end, you had got the EpiPen functioning and got it into the patient's thigh. So, the third and final point goes to Richie! Who's our first aid champion?
And remember, learning first aid is fantastic and it can be great to help you feel more confident at treating minor injuries at home and knowing when to seek medical attention. But even if you are first aid trained, then please still call 999 in an emergency situation.